Hey! I promised an avoidance guide for a while, so we're gonna go right into it, and I'm in Ironforge this time, and my UI is different. I'll post those in the description below. So basically, it's not too much different from the Mastery build. If you can see, my bars are pretty much the same. I mean, not in the same spot, but what I use is pretty much the same. So first off, the only real change is the way you'll be taking damage. You won't be smoothing it as much, you'll be avoiding it, which has its RNG here and there, and I wouldn't recommend it until your gear's a little more up there. I wouldn't use it till maybe midway through normal SOO. Some people can argue against that. It's very valuable for heroic fights in terms of AoE. On single target, you won't see much of a difference, and come Warlords, with the removal of dodge and parry as an actual stat we can use, they're changing the way riposte is going to work. So this won't be viable come 6.0, so use it to your advantage now if you're progressing through heroics. I found it very valuable for protectors. We're working on Galacris right now, so I'm finding it valuable there. I'm holding my edge with some of our actual DPS with the amount of damage I'm pushing. So let's get into it. Basically, my enchants haven't changed other than I'm using 170 dodge to my bracers. To go through my other enchants, I will. On my shoulder, I'm using 300 stamina, 100 dodge. On my cloak is 200 stamina. On my chest is 80 to all stats. On my gloves is 170 mastery. You could probably argue that you could use the strength enchant too for the parry. That would be another viable choice. Obviously, living steel belt buckle. 430 stamina, 165 dodge for the legs. Mastery and run speed for the boots. And my enchanting stamina bonus for my rings. I'm still using parry for my shield and river song for my weapon. As I went through those, you probably noticed that my gems changed too. Gems are going to change. Your yellow sockets are going to go from 320 mastery to 320 dodge. Your red sockets are going to go from parry mastery to pure parry. And your green sockets, or blue sockets, I'm sorry, I use 160 dodge, 120 stamina. There's another build out there that you find on Icy Veins that uses dual gems of parry and dodge and a purple gem. I started with that and then I switched to this. I really didn't see too much of a difference between the two. So whatever's more affordable for you, either way is going to work. You'll probably still get the same amount of parry and dodge. Your stamina should end up the same. Depending on which way you gem, you might get a little more dodge or a little more parry. But it should even out pretty much. My glyphs, again, are pretty much the same. I'm using Death from Above, Heavy Repercussions, and Hold the Line. As I stated in the Mastery video, I like Insight, I like a lot of these glyphs. But if anything that you're going to use more than anything, my heavy side glyph would be Unending Rage, because in the Avoidance build, you'll be getting so many revenge procs that you'll be getting so much rage. You'll be able to use shield block and shield barrier a little more. So your rage that you're gaining is going to be a little higher. So if you don't need Hold the Line or if you don't need any of these glyphs really for a certain fight, I would use Unending Rage. Rotation-wise, it's pretty much the same, except you're going to get a lot more revenges, so you want to use those to generate as much rage, meaning you're going to be probably using a lot less Devastates than you would with Mastery. That said, you're going to be using a lot more shield blocks, a lot more shield barriers. What I'd like to put out there is shield block is going to be a great way, say on Heroic Immersius, if you're tanking the ads. Use the shield block on the ads, and right before the Corrosive Blast comes, use shield barrier in conjunction with, if you have Rook's Talisman, and you won't take a lot of damage, especially if you pooled that rage from, if you were using shield block on the ads and just waited for the Corrosive Blast to come. Pop the shield barrier at 60 rage with the trinket, and you'll barely take any damage from the Corrosive Blast. I'm not going to do any demonstrations in this video, because this is more focused towards heroic content, and my guild isn't raiding tonight. But for the most part, I think I've pretty much touched everything. If there's any questions, you can post it here. You can post it on the Mastery video. I'll check both of those. I can't think of any much more. This is basically an addition to the Mastery video, so if there's any other questions, I probably cover it in there. So I'll catch all you guys later, and I hope this helps you out. So the last thing I want to hit up in this video is Reforging. As you noticed, I was in Ironforge most of the video, so I came out here just to hit this up. So, as you notice, it's an avoidance build. So, if I go under my customs to protection avoidance, you can see I prioritize Parry, Dodge, Mastery. I'll calculate it and show. Pretty much all my Mastery is turning to Dodge and Parry, as in the Mastery build, the Parry and the Dodge turned into Mastery. So, that's pretty much it.